everybody, Rainbow Red Panda here, and I just wanted to do a little video on my thoughts on the things, well, one of the things that happened last night on Raw. I'm not going to do an entire Raw recap. I haven't seen the entire episode yet, but I've seen enough to know that I have thoughts. So, last night was supposed to kick off with the Vincent J. McMahon Award of Excellence. I don't know, some award. Being given to somebody who has never deserved it up until this point. I, to begin with, thought that this was going to be a serious award. You know, it looks like a legit award. And I feel like having a name like Vincent J. McMahon attached to it, I thought that maybe for once it would be a serious thing. I haven't watched the whole presentation. I didn't see the beginning of Raw, which is when it was given out. But it was given to Stephanie McMahon. It was not a serious thing. My expectations, I just shouldn't have them. You just shouldn't have expectations for wrestling anymore. Thinking that it's going to do something that's different than what it normally does is just bad thinking. So it was completely not a real legit thing. But during that ceremony, someone who we haven't seen since 2009 showed up, and I, once again, haven't watched it besides just little clippets on YouTube and on the WWE Facebook page, but Shane McMahon came back, and I'm personally very excited for this. I've loved Shane. I love watching, him be in the company and even the matches that he has. While he's not a serious wrestler, I love watching him perform. And I'm really glad to see him back. He left for a while to do his own personal, non-wrestling stuff over in Japan. And I'm glad that, for whatever reason, he has decided to come back. However, it was almost reminiscent of when he came back and bought WCW, because he's coming back to try and take control of the company because the Authority has ruined it, which I guess I sort of agree with. I mean, for the storyline, yes, that is correct. So he wants the company. Vince is like, oh, that's fine. If that's what you want, then you can have it as long as you win a match. And he's okay. And the match is with The Undertaker at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell. Now, this is where I have problems. I want Shane to be in the company. I want to see him come back. I want to see him do all the things that he's going to do. However, I have a problem, and I'm not the only one. I don't know that I've read very many positive thoughts on this. I don't want to see him face The Undertaker at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell. I don't want to see that at all. Shane's matches are entertaining. They're good. I love watching them. He's had some amazing matches, but he is not a he is not a seasoned wrestler. He's obviously been trained, but I mean, he's not, a wrestler. For the most part, he is a behind the scenes guy or just someone who's on the microphone. He is not a sports entertainer. That being said, The Undertaker is in the best shape that he has been in years. They've been hyping up The Undertaker since the beginning of the year. Him being in the fantastic shape that he's in. Everyone was super excited for him to be in WrestleMania. And now this is what they've given him. Now, I'm not saying that Shane, I don't think that this is going to be an easy win for The Undertaker. But I just would have loved to see him have a serious opponent. Something, I don't know, I want him to have a different opponent that's not Shane McMahon. I want him to have an actual person who's actually a wrestler be his opponent. I was really hoping for Samoa Joe, or I don't see people write about this very much, but I would still like to see an Undertaker versus Sheamus or someone like that, just because I think that could be entertaining. But I was really, for whatever reason, hoping, because they just signed Samoa Joe, obviously. He's part of NXT. And yeah, NXT, he's not, in the WWE, in the main roster, but I don't care. I think that it would be really awesome to see The Undertaker versus Samoa Joe. And I think that's sort of a wasted opportunity. I think Shane, the match, if it was on any other pay-per-view, I would be more excited for it. Or I would at least have some excitement for it. the way the WrestleMania is going, I now don't care about it at all. I don't want to see Triple H be the champion. The fact that Roman Reigns is in the main event, yeah, that sucks because he's been in the main event, you know, whether he's the champion or the challenger. He's been in the main events a lot lately for these pay-per-views. But I would rather see Roman Reigns against anybody else than Triple H and Roman Reigns. I don't want to see Triple H in the main event. I don't want him to have the title. I don't want him to be wrestling at all at WrestleMania. Like, he's past that. Like, get someone new. You have, you know, all of NXT. You have so many people on the WWE roster. Get somebody else. That's all. From the moment that he won the Royal Rumble, I was upset about it. But now, I really thought that the Taker match was going to be my saving grace. It was going to be the one thing that I was going to definitely look forward to at WrestleMania. I was really looking forward, you know, he's in such great shape, all of that. I was really looking forward to seeing what they were going to do with him. And now this is what they do. And I'm not happy about it. I don't think that it's a good choice for them at all. And I would love to see Shane take control of the company and whatever. I would love to see it in real life, not just on a storyline. But one day, maybe. But for whatever reason, now we just have this match, and I'm not excited for it. I don't think that it's a good use of either one of these people. It's not a good use. It's not a good match for either one of them. What I would like to see happen is in the next 6 weeks, something happen where it sort of becomes like a Shane gets to pick somebody to represent him like they've done before. You know, Shane gets a representative to face The Undertaker. That's what I would like to see happen, and then it actually be somebody, you know, else. To me, that's the best case scenario. I'm not holding my breath. I know that's not going to happen, but I can have wishes. What I've heard and read on a couple of sites is they're going to do whatever they can to pull people together. The rumors possibly are that the Bullet Club, all of the members have been signed recently to NXT. So they're going to reform and help Shane out with his match at WrestleMania. And I don't want to see that either, honestly. WrestleMania is just The Undertaker's, like, time. You know, he has his record. Yes, he finally suffered a loss a couple of years ago, but for the most part, WrestleMania is still The Undertaker's. It's still a prestigious thing. You know, it's one of the few matches that he does a year, and I just don't want to see a match that's full of nonstop interferences, just crazy things that just don't belong. I want to see like an actual match that's good and that's entertaining and that is legit and that ends on good notes and doesn't leave me upset or confused or any of that. And these kind of matches where you know that someone's going to get involved and all of that, I don't want to see that. Like, that's just not what I want this year. I just want a regular match. And I don't think you're going to get that with Shane and The Undertaker. You're going to get someone getting involved in whatever way. So, they have 6 weeks to figure this out. And, I mean, they're setting it up to where it looks like Shane is sort of going to win. I mean, if he's not going to win, I'm not sure how they would have him on the show where it would make sense. So, I mean, just looking at it from somebody outside, it looks like they're setting him up to win. However, how they're going to do that is probably going to make me angry, and I just don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be angry at WrestleMania. I want to have faith that it's going to be good. But right now, I don't have that faith. I don't want people to get involved. I want it to just be, don't waste The Undertaker's hard work and getting his body in this awesome shape. Don't waste that. Give him an actual opponent. You know, if you want to do Shane versus The Undertaker, do it at the pay-per-view afterwards. Or you should have done it at Fastlane over the weekend. I don't know. It's just not what I want. If you guys have thoughts, I feel like everyone has thoughts about this. So leave me your comments if you guys have thoughts, and I'll see what happens. But yeah, to me, the best case scenario and the only thing that would really make this match something that I really, really, really want to see is if they do have like a representative. And either way, I still don't want to see The Undertaker lose, especially not by people coming in and sort of forcing him to lose. You know, I don't like the numbers games, especially at WrestleMania. I feel like those matches can be done well, but I feel like it's not going to be done well. And the WrestleMania being such a big deal to The Undertaker, I want his loses to be legit and unquestioned and all of that. And I really don't want to see him lose again at WrestleMania. I want him to retire with the one loss column, and that's it. I want all the rest of them to just be wins. We'll see what happens, and I will keep you updated because I'm sure that I will still have feelings about this even after WrestleMania is over. So, and they're also, so we have Triple H, Roman Reigns, we have The Undertaker versus Shane, and it looks like we're going to have Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose, which could be a good match, but I think it's just going to be something that up until it happens, it's just going to be a David and Goliath situation. I'm kind of sick of David and Goliath situations. Yeah, he's a big guy and he's a little guy. Like, get over it. That's all I can say. Like, I'm done. I want something new. I want something that's different. I think that NXT should have an NXT All-Mania or something, because I think that it would be a far better show and I would be looking much more forward to it. So, yeah. I could make this video hours long. I'm going to cut it off here. So I'll see you guys with my next one. Bye!